A Spokane-based company is aiming to eliminate dull flavors from your kitchen. You may have actually seen some of their labels when you're out and about shopping. They basically look like elements on a periodic table.
It's pretty cool. Spiceology says their products are like the periodic table of flavor. Ooh. Our photographer Dave Summers was able to tour their facility and learn how they're cooking up success.
We just launched a line of blends with Maker's Mark. I've been with Spiceology since the beginning. I think I was like the 4th employee. It's been a wild ride. I think we've moved 3 or 4 times. The facilities just get bigger and bigger. April 9th, we got the automation line running, and by October, we had 1 million units produced off the automation machine alone. As the years have gone by, there's more cooking shows, more people want to be chefs. You know, when I think the home consumer sees the chef community supporting our brand, it helps them, entices them to, you know, try our products. It kind of started with the barbecue community. We brought on pit masters and barbecuers like Derek Wolf from Over the Fire Cooking, Christy Vanover, Girls Can Grill.
In 2015, I decided to start my own blog where I shared grilling recipes with the hopes of inspiring other women to get behind the grill. And I was so pleasantly surprised that it became a place that people came to no matter what their gender was. So, you know, here I was thinking I was trying to empower women to get behind the grill, but I also learned through the process that a lot of men are expected to have the role as grill master, and they too don't necessarily know how to grill.
We're chef owned and operated, so we want to make sure that we care for those guys and gals and give them a platform to further market themselves.
I ordered a few spices and I loved them, mainly because they were just really fresh. They're created in smaller batches, so actually threw out all of my spices because they were pretty old as it was, and restocked my entire pantry with their home spice line, their smaller bottles. And I'm a competitive pit master, so I started making my own rubs for the meats that I use when I do competitions. And just kind of started talking to them, and we decided to form a collaboration, and they started to bottle up my own blends, which was really exciting. I would say predominantly the reason that chefs love Spiceology is because they put out a good product, a quality product that restaurants can depend on, that home cooks can depend on, and that they are so creative. They are very innovative, they're very open, so much so that even my rubs we use in vegetarian recipes. Even though they're called chicken, pork, and brisket, we find ways that we can use these spices to please every palate.
A long distance goal of mine is Spiceology being the place where we're bringing chefs from all over the country to promote what we have in the Northwest. I think Spokane's kind of this hidden gem of good food. It's cool to bring chefs in from all over and kind of get them exposed to the Northwest feel.
The Northwest feel. Now, Whitney, you may know this about me.
Okay.
I tend to dive into something and read and learn way too much about it.
Okay, that's not a bad thing.
Before I found Spiceology,
okay,
I learned that a lot of the cheaper spices out there are kind of filled with not so good stuff.
That's probably true. Yeah, I can imagine.
So then it's like that search and you're like, oh gosh, spices are so expensive.
Yeah.
And then you come across Spiceology and it's affordable and the stuff is amazing.
And it's the real deal.
Yeah.
That's the fun thing.
Yeah, like the flaky salt. Does it get better than the flaky salt?
With a name like Thunder Dust, I mean,
Yeah.
it's going to at least get your attention. And the fun part is that you can learn and kind of grow your cooking skills and have fun with it too.
Yeah.
I mean,
so
what's not to love?
Yeah, you head out, you find a little bit of an Instagram video and you're like, I can do that.
I can totally do that.
Yeah, next thing you know, it's really difficult
Yeah,
and you're
it's really
trying your best.
difficult, but we're trying.
Yeah.
We're trying and we're having fun.